After Drake battle, Kendrick Lamar turns Victory Lap concert into LA Unity celebration. Now, before we go into this, let's start very selective. Let's start with love. All right, we're gonna start with love. Shout out to the West Coast. Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to all the performers. It was a great, to me, this is my opinion, it was a great show.
It was okay.
I enjoyed 98% of the performances. I enjoyed the show. It was entertaining.
What Kenny segment need a major introduction? Elements.
No,
she wanted you to play something.
I'm not gonna play the music.
Elements.
So Kendrick and the Pop Out concert happened in was it not Inglewood? What was it? It was the Forum. It was at the Forum. He had
I think it was in Inglewood.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sienna would know.
They had 3 parts. They had a DJ Head, DJ Mustard and Friends, and then they had the Ken and Friends at the end with pretty much just him and
Black
Hippie with Schoolboy Q, J Rock, and Absol. By the way, I didn't know Absol was pretty much blind at this point. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let me play a little bit of this right here.
Tonight's been a beautiful sight to see so far. Sometimes all it takes is one domino to fall to get the momentum going. And the West Coast needed this reminder. And I'm proud of us in this moment. How fitting that it's on Juneteenth. This is a victory lap.
Oh, turn back on. Oh, I know I'm jumping ahead, but Westbrook was too damn happy to get on that stage and show how much he hates Drake.
I don't think he necessarily was showing he hate Drake. I think he was saying he loved Cali.
Sneezing, you playing with your nose now? Oh, no, my damn allergy just kicking my ass.
And Party at the party playing with his nose now. Party next door, talking about doing coke. Go ahead.
I'm a Dom Kennedy fan. You could have opened the segment with this if you playing it.
Oh, here you go. Critique. Thanks for the critique.
I love seeing Westbrook's joy.
I don't know what I read, but man, as history has shown, there's always been a fire and a certain kind of spark coming up out of Compton especially. Y'all always rise from the ashes and rise to the occasion. You love when they count you out.
Don K.
Another thing about this that's dope is the fact that, remember, this song, I think, ain't this a song that Drake's
Westbrook
uncle
wanted to twerk low key.
Ain't this song the song that Drake's uncle was playing on?
I think so. I'm not for sure.
Possibly. So he let this play at the beginning a little extended. Then he went into the verse. So that was pretty dope.
That smoke looked like a hand going upward.
Yeah, it's some stuff in here we can go into, but, you know, it is what it is.
You don't want to ruin it for Sienna. Where is on Code? Yes, it's the song.
Them superpowers get neutralized like a homely rock inside us. The first artist we once knew was looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate, having antics, feeling distasteful. I calculate you, not as calculated. I can lead predict your angle. Fabricate stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale, a pathetic master manipulator.
Teddy P. It is Teddy P.
You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify. You make music that pacify. I could double down on that line, but spray this time. Random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I'm gonna tell the truth about you.
Do you know how crazy it is to get in front of a crowd and they know every single word, line for line, they were rapping it the entire time? This is a 6-minute song. This is not the type of song you really perform in front of a rap crowd. a 6-minute song.
The crowd could have done the whole show for him.
Exactly, it's crazy.
Yes, I have watched this show so many times, literally playing it now. So proud of Kenny, Dunn. Okay.
This is the last Kendrick segment. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a good show now. And then now he does have the video coming. He's recording it right now. So, you know, it is what it is.
You know, that's Duke Boy. Leave him alone.
I'm going to jump through this. I'm not going to play all the songs, 4 songs.
Breathe. Relax. Stop trying to rob me of my joy.
Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Get an island right here, remote, okay. Thinking about no people, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay.
That's my
Benjamin in this
ringtone,
Texas,
damn.
all in my house, like I'm Hellcat. Man, it's home place in them tights, LA soul, okay. Everybody wanna be demons till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power, the fame will make you go away? Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's
Taylor
play.
Swift there?
Have you ever?
I will say this first, it was Taylor Swift. Now, I don't think Taylor Swift was there. This
No,
first,
he was not in the building.
now that when you see songs performed live versus listening to obviously the audio, you could tell this song was made to be performed, especially the first verse. The how it goes into the super high BPM. This was made to be performed in front of a crowd, so it's pretty good.
Toronto would never do this for Drake.
Walk your enemy down like with a poker face. Have you ever paid 500 down like to a no big case? Well, I have, and I felt that poke, but I came out. I hate when a rapper talk about guns and somebody died, they turn into none. Hop online, pray for my city, he faking for likes and digital hugs. Daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior. Must have forgot the shit that he done. Dementia was running his family. Get shaky, I park his son. Very first time I shot me a Drake. The homie had told me that image is weight. I didn't pray down enough. Today, I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody has said that you gotta read. God, I'm ready to double the wage. Better do that than a Canadian nigga make pot turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brain? I hurt your feelings, you don't wanna work with me no more, okay. If 3 girls left and not see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage, I love them to death. And then 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase. It's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't wanna talk on no silly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. Yeah, Cole and Nobby know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly.
So I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna jump through now. I want to play the end of this. Hold on.
Joe Will Wallstein, funny he was in a film car. I be at New Hard King, get the fried rice with a dim sub and a blammy. Tell me your cheese and fat.
Okay,
Who can do
we're
this right now on the camera?
Okay, we're
Hey,
fans.
fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I'll bring one.
He's the king.
Fuck y'all niggas like, feel go put y'all niggas, they put y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them. And fuck the energy too. If you take it there, taking it further. That's something you don't want to do. We don't want to hear you say.
Oh, that's crazy.
We don't want to hear you say.
All right, now we gonna ignore the part that crowd is
They
mainly
were
white.
singing along like it was a worship service at church.
Now I got a question. What does it say that Kendrick had a group of white people on Juneteenth telling Drake he can't say nigga?
Means he's cooked.
But now we're gonna get into the Tone Talks. Did a video that now has articles written about it. Shout out to Tone Talks, where he asked the question: if everybody is yelling not like us,
Then who is?
then how does it make sense? Who is the not like us then?
Well, Kendrick has to come out and specify who the not like us is.
Well, I think he already has. He did it with Euphoria, 616 LA, and Meet the Grams. He was telling you who isn't like us. The people that fit these descriptions, like him, culture vultures, not tied to the culture, obviously. Has a proclivity to young women, criminal activity, people around him. He doesn't fit who we are. These are people that's not like us. I don't think he would ever, he obviously was never talking about race. He was talking about culturally American hip hop artists.
Okay.
Are you ingrained in this, what we grew up around? If you ain't this, you not like us. So when you have a bunch of Mexican kids and white kids walking around LA with shirts that say not like us, they are American. They, according to him, some of them are ingrained in hip hop. They grew up with it at this point. They will fit the description.
Optics is powerful. I saw Tone Talks headline. Q. All those whites cringed me. But African Americans only 7% in LA. Well, how much is it in Connecticut? Tone Talks. That gay guy still around. Him and Strappy.
Leave Tone alone, man. All right, now I'm gonna jump through y'all.
Like a bird. Okay, quarter piece got growing pieces.
DNA.
I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my. I was born, take me in my element.
I gotta play Element.
Praying for me.
All right, I'm gonna play this Element, and we'll get up out of this. Listen to the music.
Yeah, I'm.
Say less. Come on.
I already watched this like 3-4 times.
Yeah,
so.
more than 3 or 4 times.
I'm willing to die for this shit. I done tried for this shit. Might take a.
He's not gay, but other
Put
black
the
men
Bible
don't
down.
like him.
I don't mind. I like Tone Talks.
I like Tone Talks too.
Yeah, he do get. They do be on his ass though. Not it ain't necessarily just black men, but
Don't say they be on his ass because
Yeah,
Mr.
that's-
Man has already made
that's kinda crazy.
some accusation towards him.
yeah, pause. But anyway,
They go out for a 9 for it. DOT, my enemy won't catch a vibe for it. I've been self down in front of my mama. My daddy coming 7 minutes to comma.
yeah, we black in Connecticut.
All right, let me tell you, it's 3% in Washington.
Yeah,
I think it's 3% of the blacks here in Washington.
Bitch, I'm up. So ain't nobody praying for me. 30 minutes later, know the feds watching. Auntie on my telegram like be cautious. I be hanging at a dam. I don't sock it. I don't do it for the grandma. They never been ready, yeah, I know, yeah, I know. 100K spread, touch the flow. Ain't nobody fucking with the flow, yeah, the flow. Years in the making, don't try to take it. I got 'em by landslide, we talk about races. You can never be, look at they faces.
Yeah.
It probably brings it down to probably about 1%.
Hands take off, gotta be patient. That's 1, that's 5, that's other, that's lie, that's chick, that's it. Hey, if I gotta step up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Aight, if I gotta go. Let me hear you say, I pull up, hop out, and roll.
Okay, nigga. Let's move on to the next segment.
All right, so he also did Not Like Us 5 times. What do you think about him?
Technically 6.
Wait, technically 6. What do you think about him for doing Not Like Us?
Hey, that's his concert. He could do it. He could have did it 10 times if he wanted to. As long as the audience is there and they want to hear it, then he can do it how many times he wants to do. I think he was nervous or overwhelmed. He kept putting his hands in that hoodie. Cringe.
Might be some West Coast stuff going on with
She
that.
said 6.
I do think when you're on stage, you have certain things you just do. Like he kept doing the crazy
It
wine
might
around
be his
his head.
mannerisms.
Yeah, it's just when you up there, you just doing
That's
something.
part
to make
of
you feel
his
comfortable.
stilo,
Coping.
his
It was
swag.
it was just coping on the stage. I don't know about nervous. He been in front of a crowd, whatever. So, but yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get on to it.
I was gonna play it too. This was I like this song right here. I'm not gonna play the whole song. West Side Boogie. This is a good song.
Got too many bitches in my bed. Whoa. I don't store the number, but instead I start scrolling through the text and look for pictures in the thread. I'm on your head, you only banging cause it's streaming, ain't you? You only gang when it's convenient, ain't you? Ignore
You don't
the
like this?
every teacher I was throwing up the B where I was trying to get out of my head.
And this is the beginning of the show. This is during DJ Head. I thought it was a good performance. I like that song. So, you said you enjoyed the performance, didn't you?
Yeah. The performance was what I saw I enjoyed it. Something you gotta pop out and show.
You gotta show niggas. Let's start with love. We start with love.
Start with love?
I know you ready to go one angle. Let's start with love. The performance on Juneteenth.
The love part would be that Kendrick was able to get everybody in one room and it not turn into a pugnacious or quarrelsome environment. Yeah. So that was a positive thing.
Although somewhere in Oakland there was a shooting the same night, but we're gonna talk about that too. Yeah.
It was homogenous.
Yeah. Different sets from different hoods was getting on stage. It was a nice thing to see them move accordingly on Juneteenth. Now it was funny because the crowd, because California's majority Mexican at this point, the crowd is obviously majority Mexican and white. There was a lot of black people in there, but obviously it's majority Mexican and white. Some of the songs was kind of funny to hear them singing. when he was telling Drake, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. We'll get to that, but yeah.
The show was definitely the money tree Drake mentioned in his little bop.
Yeah, Kendrick had a lot of responses to Drake without making them obvious. Drake made the point that he said that him and Whitney were on bad terms and he was abusive to her, but she was there with the kids in the crowd. He said the things about Dave Free, but Dave Free was the first name on the credits. When the credits went out, his name was first. And there's plenty of video of Kendrick walking around with Dave Free at the show to let you know that that's not true.
The rumors to rest,
without having it, because when you come out and say, "Hey, I didn't beat my wife," and no, my business partner didn't impregnate my girl, it sounds crazy. Like the fact you
so
come
he
out and
showed you instead of telling
he
you.
showed you this is all a lie. We don't have to go through this. I'm not going to address this. I'm just going to show you that this ain't real.
Missouri, the show you state.
Yeah, the show you state. Go ahead.
The love angle is impressive. You got to show a ninjas start where you are with love, then pop out. Mexicans and whites. Boy, the building was full of whites. Stop separating those people.
All right, there's whites, then they all whites. All right.
There were some Hispanics feeling excluded from the concert.
We're gonna get to that,
which is absurd.
We're gonna get. That's what I'm saying about tradition. You got to force tradition to make people adjust to your culture.
When I say, hey, my 6-year-old daughter says, "Run for your life." Dave Free was all in the credits.
He made sure to put him all over the place. Now about the performance, I thought the camera work was nice. I like the fact that during the middle of the songs, he would make the arena blue, and when he was live starting to rap, it would turn red.
Well, you know, they could go into
three-dimensional
with
beliefs in
the feminine and masculine.
The masculine, we know, the duality.
He was dressed in red.
Well, he was dressed like Tupac. Well, it was dressed like two people. Tupac wore that same outfit at a Source Awards performance, I think. Mm-hmm. And Drake wore that in his Hotline Bling video. Mm-hmm. Remember when they did the A minor?
Microphone acting up.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Who microphone?
All right, we good now? Hold on.
Please don't ruin this for me with the... Okay, three-dimensional. We won't go there,
all right,
Sienna.
We won't do it honorable. But
you're not a conspiracy type of individual. We get it.
But yeah, so when he did the A minor line, you'll notice when he paused, he did like a little dance.
Yeah.
That's the same dance that Drake did in the video Hotline Bling.
I know in that Hotline Bling.
So he was dissing Drake. He was dissing Drake when he did that dance at the A minor bar.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show this. Inside Kendrick Lamar's historic pop-out show. We were at the Forum in LA for Kendrick's instantly iconic concert where he's in the scene, was really like the arena on backstage. They also said that this is the most, this is Amazon, said that it was the most minutes watched for a live music performance.
So we got to capitalize off of this.
But also, you know who else did a live music performance on Amazon?
Let's have a Juneteenth event every year live on Amazon.
That's another theory. Do you believe, we're not going to move off topic, but do you think it's a good idea to have a live hip-hop pop-up, not with Amazon, but just in general, every year on Juneteenth?
If that's something that the blacks want to do, sure.
That would make sure that something black is centered on Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you let the world, they're going to just do what they want to do. But if you make sure every Juneteenth, something black by black people is the center, then you might be able to gatekeep it for the most part.
Instead of us getting fried chicken, macaroni, cheese, cornbread, we be getting rice and peas, our jollof rice.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Annual Juneteenth concert with Kendrick has the music director. Mr. Man, there's reports of Drake trying to buy Kendrick's masters. He's a petty ass individual, so he would do some shit like that.
That was a rumor a few months ago. I don't think that's true. I don't think Drake got the money. I think that everything. When Kendrick did Euphoria and he compared Drake to the man behind the curtain and the Wiz, I think he's saying that everything about Drake is fake. He's not who you think. People walking around calling Drake a billionaire. He is nowhere near a billionaire. I don't believe it.
Fraudulent.
I just don't think he's nothing that we all think he thought he was, at least before this battle. But anyway, we can go ahead and move forward past this. Then we have Snoop Dogg.
Tiny has always petty. You damn right they are.
Snoop Dogg, who wasn't there, he didn't perform with Kendrick and Dr. Dre.
He was in Canada.
He was in Canada. He's on tour because the Dog Pound situation.
He got to make money.
Yeah, he got to make his own money.
You know, him and Martha not doing their show anymore.
Yeah. So Snoop Dogg crowns Kendrick Lamar King of the West again. The West Coast legend gave the Euphoria MC his flowers following his pop out event on Juneteenth. He had to do this because he wasn't there,
So you got to show love.
and he was kind of iffy on that tailor-made freestyle by Drake. When Drake used his voice and AI, he didn't come out and immediately. He kind of was just laughing about it. So people like, wait, you seem kind of in the middle between this, and you shouldn't. So he had to come out and do this. I'm surprised that Metro Boomin and Future didn't get on stage, even though you have a story. She has a story. Metro was in L.A.
Oh, I don't know for you know.
Yeah, you got to tell it,
Yeah.
but Metro was in L.A. So, but maybe it's because it's one song, and I'm not going to come all the way there and just perform one song and leave. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I'm not buying the narrative that Drake is wealthier either. He might be rich in Canada. Drake is still on a bunch of shell companies.
Yeah, I think Drake. I think that deal that alleged $400 million deal he has with the record labels. I think the reason why he's doing all these tours and these albums is because he got to pay that money back, whatever it is, however much he owe. He's trying to get out of his contract or whatever. I don't think Drake has the money to buy nobody of real status
Substance.
catalog.
Y'all hear about the Secret Service dude getting robbed at gunpoint? You have but one job. I saw the article, but I did not dive into it and read it, but I did see the article.
So who's the Secret Service dude?
Biden's Secret Service.
Got robbed.
Yeah.
So a crackhead Secret Service got robbed.
Well, Biden's not the crackhead. His son is the crackhead.
Oh, so Biden's Secret Service got robbed.
Yeah, I believe so.
I thought you meant Hunter Biden.
No, it was Biden.
How you the president's Secret Service and get robbed?
You should have that thing on you. Metro and Future were not needed. I like the only LA artist. It wasn't even the fellow West Coast, just LA, I think.
But yeah, everybody who was LA was on stage. But Baby King didn't even get up there. His cousin. So he only had West Coast.
He said Drake's Delilah song sounds like a pedo anthem.
Oh, you mean that troll song he did with the dude?
Laughed my ass off, Mr. Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that troll song he did with the Jamaican dude.
Pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
Is Keen from LA? King?
I heard people say that he's from Vegas. But he
That's his
probably,
cousin?
I think he was born in LA, but he grew up in Vegas. Maybe I don't know if that's how that works.
Well, maybe that's why he didn't get invited.
But he was there. He was in the building. SZA was in the building. She didn't perform.
Thank God.
I wanted him to perform all the stars. Bless you. I wanted him to perform that song. It would have been pretty good. Anyway, well,
What was the point of saying they not like us if it includes everyone? Exactly, Mark. They not us. I took it as black. Culturally. The
I think
culture, the blackness, everything that involves it. I that's crazy. But he can't isolate his white fan base or his Hispanic fan base because they don't want to buy the music and go to the concerts. Allegedly.
No, it's the truth.
Ostensibly.
Everybody, we've seen stories from all the rappers. Whenever they reach a certain level and go on tour for the first time, the first thing that happened, they realize that first crowd. These are people from the hood. You could be from the hood in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, LA, Detroit, Illinois, New York. You can be from the hood. All your life you was around black people. And you make music. And you go on your first tour, and your first performance is in front of a crowd that's all white. Every last rapper has said it's a culture shock. You're like, this who listen to my music? Like my music, I'm talking to certain people, but when I go on tour, these are people in the crowd. Now in your song, when you saying nigga this, nigga that, and the crowd is there, and it's like, how do you feel about it? Do I blank the nigga word out?
You can't say the N word.
It's like, but you paying a ticket, you listen to the song, you streaming it, you like. I'm the reason why I'm here is because you support it. So that's where it starts getting iffy. But look at it, white Kendrick Lamar fans roasted online for missing the point of not like us.
Why just white? Why not the Hispanics too?
Well, that's a bigger point.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
This is what source is
hip-hop.
this? This is hip hop.
So hip hop. Hip hop news. California's majority Spanish or Hispanic.
They're there to
Mexican.
entertain white people. Period.
California's majority Mexican.
And
Remember what Bun B said a few months ago when he said that it's the Hispanics that support you if you're black. If you're from Texas, California, it's the Hispanics that's buying.
So I'm gonna
merch.
let them do whatever they say and whatever they want to do.
Well, he was speaking on we have to make sure we show show respect to them because and
We
show
gotta
appreciation
respect to
to
white
them.
people too.
We have to show appreciation to them because they're the main ones.
And how do you
supporting.
show appreciation to them? By letting them say the N word?
It's not necessarily letting them say the N word. It's making sure you let them know they're a part of the experience or part of the culture.
They're not a part of the
They're
culture,
not.
though.
But when they're the ones buying it, what do you do?
So you sell your soul, you sell out.
Well, it goes back to another Kendrick song. Sell your main fans for big.
Your morals go out the window for money, popularity, being famous.
Well, that's what they tell you.
So black people have sold their culture, and they
No,
made
they
it
haven't.
into
That's the
pop
part.
culture.
That's the point. They haven't sold it. They
They
let people-
absolutely have.
No, because they're not profiting from it. That's what I said earlier. They ain't sold it. They just giving to people. Because Black Americans have never created boundaries, in our unfortunately the biggest expression that comes from us is through our entertainment, our music. Anybody can listen to music. You can't control who listens to the music.
They're
So
not-
without even allowing it, you're allowing people to just be a part of the culture just because they're just listening to it. There's nothing you can do. Go ahead.
They're not really listening to the music. They follow the hottest trends. That's what's going on. That's what's going over the artist's head. I've grown tired of seeing non-Black Americans claiming an identity that is not from them. Bun B is a disgrace.
We don't remember.
We don't
nothing.
remember nothing.
You said it, man.
I took it as they not like black culture too. Where were the Mexicans that helped his wife?
Oh shit. Wait, how who what? Oh, you talking about Bun B?
Well, he would come back and say, well, it wasn't a Mexican robbing his
wasn't a Mexican that
family, it was a
robbed him.
Negro. So,
Yeah,
speaking of Mexico, a tiny hat woman is the prez. What did I miss? Regina, we talked
We
about
talked
that.
about that. They a whole bunch of bodies fell down for her to get that job.
37 bodies.
Yeah, the cartel wasn't playing. They said that she's Jewish. And they said she's tied to criminal
Her name
elements.
was Claudia.
Something
something.
Jewish. Yeah. But yeah, so the white fans got talked about online, and then there's this right here. It's what y'all talking about, the greater point that Tone made a video. If everybody is chanting Kendrick Lamar's "They Not Like Us," doesn't even make sense. And he made the same argument you're making. If everybody's not like us, then who is the people that's not like us? If everybody's singing this, the only person that seems to be targeted at then is Drake. So anybody who's not Drake,
But he said they,
hey, when they
as in plural, not
remember-
singular.
no, remember they is now part of the pronouns. You can be they them.
So Drake is multiple
It can be
people.
one, no, they can be one person now.
Well, it would go into his, Shout out to On Code, Peace Family. Jewish Mexicans running the cartel is what you missed, Regina. Is this why Malcolm X said the black celebrities can't lead? They are dependent on everyone's money.
Exactly. I can't be a gatekeeper in the community, in the culture, when my fan base is not all people that are in the culture. How do you expect Kendrick to get on stage on Juneteenth in front of that crowd of mainly Mexican whites and say, "Yay, hey, when we get to this part, y'all don't say nigga."
They're gonna look at him like he's crazy.
Or better yet, what if he goes on to go really far and does?
Well, that'd be fake.
What if he goes on to do what I was saying? If the only way, because people were asking the question, how do you make sure that audience is all black? Do he make the whole thing free and say the only way you get in is if you black? Now that's discrimination. It's gonna be it's a whole nother story. It's like there's nothing you could do to stop people from getting in there in that building.
It's positive discrimination.
That doesn't exist in this country.
Facts, Mark. How come no one is talking about the 800 people that died in Africa the other day?
Well, nobody's talking about Sudan. Nobody's talking about
This
Congo.
turned into the Kendrick Weekly recap. 800. What happened? What happened, Mystery Man? Elaborate. Let us know what's going on. It didn't make our rounds.
Then I want to show this right quick.
It did sound like when they say we don't want to hear you say that, the crowd got quieter when the N-word was said.
They might
Greetings,
have.
fam. Shout out to
What up?
Smiley.
They may have not said it, but most of them probably said it, especially the Mexicans. Now I want to show this right quick. They have a video shoot they're doing for Not Like Us, and look who's there.
Why is Bobby there?
I
Where her
don't know.
husband?
She divorced him, remember?
Oh,
So
she
remember
really
that-
get to shop. She really get to pop out and show niggas now.
So the white girl,
Heat
Who-
scrotes from praying.
come on.
Lord Jesus.
All right, but she came out, and I asked the question, why is she at the video shoot? Apparently she's there with YG. But it's like, why? Do you know how, these are gang members around her. Gang members around her.
They getting ready to gangbang.
Damn, Travis. And she went on to say, they were sending the video how
Sorry
She
for the
won't-
passivity.
she more comfortable around us than some of you niggas. She ain't scared. And it's like, well, unfortunately for y'all, if that was a black man, y'all probably would have G-checked
They
him.
would have.
Y'all would have been G-checking him. Where you from? What you claim? Y'all would have been probably wanting to fight him.
She built like a butter knife.
No
No jumper gangs. Using Charlemagne has taught us a power lesson. We support them, and white media positions them to be our spokesperson. So, what's the proper way to support our own without their false leadership?
You have to just use their resources. That's what some people believe. If you truly are a person with status and resources, you shouldn't try to be the face of anything. You should put the resources behind the person who has the message that you agree with. That's what you're supposed to do. So all these celebrities with all this money and clout, they're not supposed to actually try to spread the message. You simply support the person who has it. This is how you're supposed to use politics in general. You only support a person that agree with what pushed the community forward.
No, yeah. So basically, I feel like the Mexican people were underrepresented there last night.
I feel it. I can see that.
I can see that too, man. But
And a lot of people are telling me that I sound like bitter or something. Like, I'm not a rapper, fool. I'm not tripping about not being on stage. I'm saying, like, Jeezy performed, I think,
That's
last
dope.
night.
Yeah.
did he?
That would have been nice if he would have been on
Oh,
stage.
if he would have.
Now, maybe the young legend had something to do, so he
Right.
dipped.
Right. Because all the artists that did perform were up there.
Facts.
I respect it. Who was up there? I can't keep count.
There was a lot of people that went, but I think Jeezy was the only.
Person that didn't pop out? Or were you going to say he's the only Mexican that performed?
Both.
Did he perform? Was he supposed to perform?
He did perform, yeah.
Did
Oh, he
perform.
did? Mhm.
And I didn't see him perform because I caught it late.
I saw
but
the clip.
I saw
I didn't even see that
a
clip. What the
picture
fuck?
of someone posting that he performed.
Do you think it had something to do with it being Juneteenth?
I don't understand. I thought Juneteenth was like on the 16th or something like that. It's on June 19th.
It was Juneteenth yesterday.
Yeah, it was Juneteenth.
You should
Facts.
I
research.
respect it.
Do you think that had something to do with it?
Has something to do with what? The fact that they threw the show that day? Or that there was no Mexicans
Wow.
on stage?
There you go. Do you think it was supposed to be like?
First of all, let me start off by
Look
saying
at-
congratulations to
look at
Kendrick
Brilliant.
Lamar and all of the wonderful individuals that performed last night.
Hell yeah, shut him out.
So I'm not trying to go racial with it, but I will say,
We're just picking each other, like picking each other's brains apart.
although it was Juneteenth, and I believe that's in remembrance of the massacre. I don't want to be wrong, but is it in Tulsa or in Selma
I don't
Fuck
even know.
these.
or a place over there? I could be wrong, and I hate to be wrong,
Ix.
but I know it's in remembrance of a massacre that took place, right?
No, sir. No, sir.
I like to say that the Mexican people have been persecuted in this wonderful land for a long, long, long time.
Mm.
Wait a minute. You have to live here to be persecuted here. Why y'all keep coming back to this land if you getting persecuted? That's weird and strange.
This is the part this is what we start talking about the other side of this.
Cinco de Mayo, it celebrates their freedom, and they became what's the word I'm looking for?
Independent.
Independent.
Do you understand?
Stay
how-
homes, no sound.
Do you understand?
Stay homes.
Do you understand the entitlement? The one, not even know what Juneteenth is, think that your community should be represented on Juneteenth, and think it is a problem.
Well, according to how you explain what Bun B said, you have to accommodate them and make them feel special. So even on your day, because they are your biggest consumers, they still have to have inclusion and representation according to them in Bun B.
It's just, and everybody's on that dude's ass. I don't know the name of his channel, whatever. People on his ass saying, how crazy he sound.
New York, Texas, and California.
They haven't. I said this in a post. I said that when you allow other people to use your culture for upliftment and empowerment, because that's what hip hop has done for a lot of these demographics. They've used hip hop to empower themselves.
How did I forget this word? It's in the Bible. It's when you take a group of people and you include them into your community to let them grow.
Empower them.
No, not empower them like their numbers. It's a word for that in the Bible. You let a community comes amongst you to let them grow. I forget that term. How did I forget that term? We've said it before.
I don't know.
It'll come to me. He tried to save himself and switch the narrative after saying Juneteenth 11 times. These guys have smartphones on them. They could have looked it up.
That's the lack of respect. They didn't care to look it up. They don't care.
Y'all choose to come here. Didn't Mexicans sign a treaty with the U.S.?
Yeah, now they're trying to claim that Mexico and California belong to them.
Well, yeah, they've been saying that for a while. Why does every group of people, Mexican, Indians, Africans, that made bad deals with the whites want African Americans to feel bad for them? The Mexicans got paid for their land after losing the battle. These folks are paid in shrills, pushing fakes, history, fake traumas, fake propagandas.
And now they're trying to push the idea of
not the Bible, please.
Board of Education came from a Mexican child.
Let it come to you.
Again.
Honorable Sienna is a
I think somebody asked me about like no being no Mexicans up there, and I was like, oh, Jeezy was there.
Yeah.
And then
Phoenix
I
was up there too.
Yeah, and Phoenix is mixed, but I was like, I was like, you don't gotta force anything that doesn't have to be forced.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like
I didn't even think about it until after I saw like people complaining. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like
I'm like, fool.
Also, it's Juneteenth. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna sit my ass in the stands, bro. Like,
and keep it valid that LA is black and Mexican, right? Black and brown. You know what I'm saying?
The most successful artists to come out of LA have always been black.
It shows. But I think people don't see the bigger picture. Like, if you look at that crowd, like a lot of these LA black rappers won't make it without Mexicans that buy tickets, hard sell tickets. So I think just even appreciating the culture and just whether it's we have young Latino rappers finally make. Obviously, Jeezy's at a whole different level, right?
Yeah.
It's just funny that the black dudes in the room be quiet as hell on these topics. It's crazy.
Cause they scared. Cali gangs and black gangs are at war. Thank you, Shantae. Cap. Look at the role of black men in the conversation. He just got to be quiet. He love they people so much.
And this is what's crazy. On the stream, one of the Mexicans was referring to Juneteenth as a day that exists because of tar baby. That's a term apparently Mexicans use in at least in Cali for black people.
The Mandela effect in full effect. Whitewashing, yellow washing, brown washing, whitewashing. All roads lead to black though.
Look at this. This is in Bali. In Bali, I think there's a website where you can pay these people in other countries to perform certain things for money.
And they did that?
So they trying to say that they did this on their own, but I feel like somebody paid them
to do it.
To do this. Where they made a Juneteenth whatchamacallit in Bali.
Where the purple come from?
I guess it was represents
royalty.
Outlining somebody's face, I guess. I don't know.
Shout out to Craig Cancel.
Oh, what up?
Well, it's funny they chose to use the color purple.
Huh?
It's funny they used the color purple.
Oh yeah, color purple. Now this right here was in Harlem. They celebrated Juneteenth.
Spanish Harlem?
No, this was Harlem, and you gonna tell what song they playing based off of this. Is jazz.
Come on, Harlem!
It's white people out there.
This is the new Harlem, obviously. So they were playing Not Like Us, jazz version in Harlem. All right, let's move forward. So Juneteenth celebrations. Another one here. Now I want to jump.
Now listen, there's a lot of people that's not even from New York, that's not even from the Bronx, want to talk about the Puerto Ricans, had nothing to do with the start of hip hop. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Everybody think hip hop started in Sedgwick, but in reality it started right there on Watson and Soundview with DJ Disco Mary, original Black Spade, and his right.
He's not. DJ Disco Mary was from North Carolina. His people were not Spanish at all.
That man was a Puerto Rican, pendejo.
What do you think of music around today, especially things like hip hop and Run DMC and the Beastie Boys?
Well, those are poor copies, well, not say poor copies, but they're copies of what
Ain't no
they
black and
thought I
brown.
was doing
Thank
in the
you,
60s, like Let the Brother.
You hear what James Brown saying? Listen to what James Brown saying about hip hop.
What do you think of music around today, especially things like hip hop and Run DMC and the Beastie Boys?
Well, those are poor copies, well, not say poor copies, but they're copies of what they thought I was doing in the 60s, like Let the Brother rap. And see, I started the rap music, and what they're doing is things I did years ago. But see, rap music is kind of a variation. I mean, it's like the end of a James Brown song, what we would do at the very end.
You actually worked with quite a big rap hip-hop star, African Bambaataa Unity.
We did a fantastic message about nuclear war, stuff about unity and not using nuclear war stuff. And that's what it was about. It was a message to the people, to the world leaders, They're trying to refrain on the nuclear stuff, because nuclear stuff could be good to extend life, but we don't want to take life with nuclear war. So that was the reason behind it, not so much as trying to get a hit.
Well, James Brown was a real.
Shout out to Rich Potatoes.
What up? What up?
Procrastinate nonsense.
James Brown was a Negro. I'm telling you.
She said, "Who the fuck asked for Juneteenth any damn way?" He said reparations, tangibles.
Yeah.
Black people were going to revolt. Then they played Frankie Beverly in the Maze, and we started dancing and forgot to revolt.
Yeah.
I never saw a Puerto Rican fight this hard for anything. They have centered our shit in their identity. Who are they without?
They some belly dancers.
That's why we got to be militant. No boule or ghetto. Militant. This type of ignorance I like. He said he created it.
He said arrogant.
Arrogant, sorry.
Like I'm arrogant, I guess. All right, let me play. Speaking of that, you should use the word ignorance. You see this?
What?
What Birdman said to these dudes in jail?
What did he say?
When you hear what he said, just watch this.
And I help y'all. We have no access to. We have no access to.
I got enough power to make that happen.
Okay, well, we need inside help for as leadership, for these guys having books to read upon the criminal of the law.
You think reading books from? I know different than reading books. And I help.
The man told him, I got the power to help you.
Mm-hmm.
The man told him we need books. He stopped the man and said, "Do you think books are gonna help y'all?"
Well, what do you want him to do?
The man just said we need books, and he stopped the man and said, "Do you think books gonna really?"
Birdman said that.
Oh, mercy. Oh Lord.
No, I seen them also fight hard to deny their blackness. A lot of blacks in there.
Well, that's the only ones in there in this little video.
Let's hear without the ghetto. I would love to see a version come true.
Thank you very much. Well, this morning we.
All right, hold on. Let me show this too. Oakland leaders react to FBI search at mayor's home.
Yeah, Asian lady. I think we talked about that before.
This is a recent story.
Oh.
So the Asian mayor had the FBI raid her home.
Was something like that happening to the Asian mayor in Boston?
No.
Oh.
Not this right here. So her home got raided. This is in Oakland, where the shooting happened. Actually, there's a shooting that happened in Oakland.
Money laundering. That's what they're accusing her of,
yeah,
right?
So the Asian mayor of Oakland had the FBI search her home because they're accusing her of money laundering and other things. How did?
Well, that's kind of what they.
You know, well, there is what's that Asian mob called? I forgot the name.
Asian mob?
It's an Asian mob. I forgot the name they use. They're known for being in like San Francisco and stuff. I'm pretty sure they spread out throughout California. All right.
Isn't that kind of what they're accusing Mayor Byron Adams? Isn't that what they're trying to pin on him?
You mean Eric Adams?
Eric Adams, sorry.
No, I don't think they put no money. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because he got money from the Ukraine.
But it wasn't a lot. Yakuza, that's it. Sorry. Yeah, Yakuza. She might be part of Yakuza.
Spread the word to your friends and family. Hold them accountable. Keep them militant.
And watch he. I know Yakuza. I'm pretty sure they're might have something to do with that.
Shout out to Medica TV. Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing it right.
Makeda, I think.
Makeda. Is that the Tirad?
Yeah, Triads too, yeah.
No, the one in Boston is over there trying to wrong the rights of races in Boston's.
Well, that's what she's saying right now. But at some point, she gonna flip it to make it about other stuff, more than likely. 15 shot after a sideshow took over the peaceful Juneteenth celebration in Oakland, police say. Young 17-year-old black male was a part of this shooting that wounded 10 and I think killed 3 on Juneteenth. It's unfortunate.
New 4th of July. Wait till the numbers for 4th of July come out.
You act like it's a damn. Wait till the numbers come out for them.